Yeah, yo, it's the truck driver. How the fuck are you? New Year's Day. Shalom. Happy New Year's. Happy 2015. JD and Co. got some good shit. I've got to laugh. I happen to be online today. Got an email from the wonderful world of YouTube. And some individual sits there and says, dude, you're almost 70 years old and you got a YouTube account? And I sat there. At first, I was kind of like, fuck you, asshole. You ain't got a clue. And then I started to think, yeah, I am right. He ain't got a clue. I'll be 69 in July. I admit it. But see, there's a saying that I have on a tagline in all my emails that they who don't remember the past have no future. In other words, he who doesn't know what your past history is in the life and the happenings around you, you've got no future, because the liberals, the socialists, the communists are doing revisionist history right now. Witness Common Core and the educational systems here in America. And then you sit there and you have shit like the PLO, that's a Palestinian Liberation Organization, trying to bring Israel, the state of Israel, that's Netanyahu and company, into The Hague for war crimes, which is a joke and a half. Hell, they're trying to bullshit too in the United Nations. The PLO, war crimes. Hello. Does anybody remember a few months back when Hamas was down in the Gaza Strip launching 400 missiles a day into Israel until Israel got pissed and invaded the Gaza Strip and stomped Hamas into the fucking ground? Does anybody remember in World War II where Hitler did his damnedest to wipe out 11 million Jews in Germany, Yugoslavia, France, you name it? Places like Auschwitz, Treblinka, stuff like that. See, the revisionist history writers in the world today, it doesn't matter what country they come from, pull this shit. So why should I not have a YouTube account and express my opinions, my views, my beliefs? I've said it before, it's on the tagline here. I talk about politics, sex, and religion. I talk about my feelings in life. I talk about my friends, my buddies, my kids, my fuck buddies, relationships I've had, things that you shouldn't do, and mistakes that I've made in life. But dude, you're almost 70 and you've got a YouTube account? Dude, I have this account specifically for idiots like you that have no clue. You've got to be a millennial, because your commentary tells me you're dumb as a box of rocks, have no clue about the past or the future or what's coming down, and all you care about maybe is going out, getting laid, smoking some dope, doing bullshit like that, because it's people like you, unlike people like why Obama got elected twice, the low information voters, the welfare types, the Obama phone types. Dude, you're almost 70 years old and you got a YouTube account? Yeah, I do. As I sit there and I watch the Islamic Muslim invasion of Europe now coming to America, bringing their terrorism, 1,400 years of stupidity and Sharia law throughout the world to try and dominate it, take away your civil rights and what your beliefs are, no matter what they are, because as far as Islam and Muslims, if you're not one of them, they've got a fatwa out on you. Christian, Jews, Buddhists, gays, you name it. They have an agenda in life. We have world peace, and the only world peace they'll ever have is when they either kill or convert all of us. And nobody wants to do nothing about it. It seems from what I've read lately here on the internet that some of the people in Russia and some of the other European countries are now getting the hint that once these kind of people come into your country, you know, they settle in and they're pretty mousy until they think they got a majority. Then they start doing shit like what the blacks do here in America. You know, oh, woe is us, you don't care, we want our civil rights. Except there's civil rights. I mean, there's places in Britain, in England, where the police won't even go because Sharia law rolls. We got the same crap up here in Dearborn, Michigan. Islamatown, New York. Problem is the established law in whatever country you live in, when you immigrate there, you assimilate. These people don't want to. They want to destroy us that are non-believers. And even the atheists are in jeopardy at this. But they seem to miss that point as they sit there and tell us we can't have our nativity scenes in front of the city hall or the fire department, or that you know, some baker or some photographer must be forced to do things against their religious beliefs regarding gay marriage. You know, all kinds of stuff. See, I talk about it all. And politicians anymore here in the United States, I've said and I'll say it again, politicians ought to wear those NASCAR racing suits, you know, those big bright colored suits with patches all over their chest and back, on who's sponsoring them, so you can tell what lobby group, what PAC group has bought them off, put money in their pockets to make them nothing more than a talking head, instead of following things like, I don't know, Declaration of Independence, Constitution of the United States, Bill of Rights. And that goes for the 535 idiots on Capitol Hill, the 2 up in the fucking White House, and those 9 jerk-offs they call the Supreme Court, who brought you Obamacare. Yes, you can keep your doctor. Yes, you can keep your medical insurance. Yeah, right. So, dude, you're almost 70 years old and you've got a YouTube account. Yeah, I do, dude. Because just from your commentary, your ideas, it tells me you're about a dumb fuck. You really are. You have no fucking clue, no fucking motivation. You don't know what's going on in the world around you. Sometimes, if you ever get a chance, kick on YouTube here and go look for Waters World. He works for Bill Riley, and Waters goes out to the colleges, to the beaches, and they're all over, and does interviews. Also, Mark Dice does something similar. You can check him out, where they ask these college students about things like, when was President Lincoln president? They'll sit there and make up some phony thing like, hey, sign this petition to send all the Jews back to Israel. Stuff like real stupid stuff. They'll ask them political questions, you know. They'll hold up a picture of a face, you know. The one that reminds me most that I almost fell out laughing on is they're sitting there, and they're in New York City, I believe. It was Jesse Waters. And they held up a picture of Joe Biden. Who is this guy? And they got all kinds of answers, everything but the right answer. Joe Biden is the vice president of the United States, former senator from Delaware. And all these college kids, all these intellectuals that go to these places like Harvard and Yale and all these liberal colleges that try and stuff your kid's head with their liberal bullshit 24/7, 365, and tell you that, you know, this ain't true, that ain't true, you got to believe this, you know, spouting their socialist, atheist, communist backgrounds. You know, these are the guys and the gals that are, you as parents are spending somewhere between $30,000 and $80,000 a year to send your kid to college to have their head crammed full of this crap, which is all lies. Oh, yeah. Listen, I freely admit, I don't have it all right all the time. But I'll tell you what, I know I'm right more than I'm wrong. I used to be a liberal too when I got back from Vietnam in 1968, or liberal-ish. I had liberal views about, smoking dope and shit like that. Free sex. Trust me, I've had in my life more pussy by accident than most you young bucks will ever get in your life trying. And there's a few people that can back me up on that. But dude, you're 70 years old and you got a YouTube account. Yeah, buddy. I come out here and I tell you about all the times I fucked up in life. Maybe if you take the hint, it'll save you some from grief and aggravation somewhere down the road, dude. I mean, I got kids from 42 years old down to 13. 7 biological, 1 adopted, 2 stepkids. Half of them don't even want to know me and talk to me anymore. Why? Because when I catch them out of line, I get dead in their shit. I've got one that's 42 years old who is a high school teacher, very well educated. Could have gone places big time in the commercial, industrial, engineering, chemical industry if he'd put his mind to it. But decided to become a high school teacher and went back to the high school he graduated from and has been teaching there for years and years now. Doesn't want to talk to me. Can't help it. I went through divorce and all that with his mother. Can't help it. He was raised by his mom and some druggy jerk-off asshole that she married, that she financially cleaned out finally when she divorced him after about 14 years. 2 cents for her. Whoop, whoop. But see, you don't want to talk to me because I talk to him like I'm talking to you right now. Dude, I don't care if you've got a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or a doctorate, whether it's in psychology, earth sciences, astrological stuff. I don't give a shit. I got an IQ of 126. I'm not stupid, but I'm not Mensa. I got a thing called street smarts. I've been knocked around on the street for just a little bit in life. When you get knocked down so many times to pick yourself back up, then you start to learn, like, shit, maybe I shouldn't do that. Or the next time that I do that, maybe I should do it just a little bit different or not get caught. But, yeah, dude, I'm 70 years old almost, and I've got a YouTube account. It's to talk to assholes like you that don't have a fucking clue, don't want a clue, and think you don't need a clue. As you walk around in your fucking marijuana-induced haze in life. People tell me, oh, legalize marijuana. I said, that's fine. I don't have a problem against marijuana. But until truck drivers, doctors, airline pilots that have to be drug tested every so often, every year, to keep their jobs and their licenses, until that goes by the by, I'm kind of against it. I mean, a doctor, a pilot, truck driver, we can go out and have a beer or something. Nobody says jack shit about it. Smoke marijuana or hashish, get a buzz on, go for a drug test and it shows up. Guess what? Your license is forfeit. Do you see something wrong with this? Like, yo, man, I smoked a joint last night with my girlfriend, got high as a kite, and banged her panties off. And you take a drug test today and you go, boop, you are now officially unemployed. You'll never hold your license again. When they change those fucking laws, besides Washington and Colorado, yeah, do you know what the fuck they're getting for a goddamn ounce of grass out there? It's like, what is it, $340 some odd for an ounce of grass in Colorado? I mean, the same ounce that you used to get on the street in Philadelphia back in the 60s, it might have cost you 25 or 50 bucks. All the rest of it's taxes. See, that's your government at work. The government has never met a tax it did not like. And this leveling the playing field and all the rest of that, Common Core education, everybody should be even and equal and all that, it's just a socialist, communist bullshit way. And of course they sit there and they try and shut you up. Because you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a hypocrite, you're a homophobe, you're a Islamophobe. They call you all these names to shut you down, especially when you start speaking the truth, and really scare them when you start backing it up with facts. Oh, man, watch them go ballistic then, and they'll pull everything out on the stoppers to try and come and get you. Trust me, I've been thrown off of YouTube 3 times now for my views on politics, sex, religion, everything else. Even stolen valor types. That fat bastard down there that sits there and hasn't been prosecuted or arrested yet. And everybody that knows me, that knows about stolen valor, knows this fat bastard. And somebody needs to just find him and beat the fuck out of him, throw him in a dumpster somewhere or something else. I'm not going to go any farther than that. But that fat bastard, if I ever meet him, trust me, I'm going to drop him right in the middle of the street like a hot fucking rock. Because, dude, I'm almost 70 years old. I've been to Vietnam. I earned the right to knock the lights out of that fat bastard. So just because I'm almost 70 years old and I've got a YouTube account, I've got an opinion, I've got a big mouth, and now I'm not like Wild Bill for America that gets 4,000 to 7,000 hits on every video I put up. I'm lucky if I get 50 to 100. I'm not like E.T. Williams. You know, whatever happened to Common Sense, it's got thousands of followers. I'm just not that famous. But then again, see, I don't talk polite. I talk truck driver. 43 years of trucking, 2 million miles. Been there, seen it, done it, or at least been accused of it. And I don't fucking intimidate. You make a threat against me, you better be able to back it up, because my attitude is, yo, motherfucker, what parking lot can we meet in to discuss this? What movie was it Sean Connery did quite a few years back? You bring a knife to a fist fight and stab him. Next time I'll bring a gun to your knife. You know, one of those numbers. I mean, anybody happen to see that? There's a video up here. I love it. It's a 70-year-old Vietnam vet guy riding a bus. Some black bitch dude starts getting in his face and just pushing this old Vietnam vet that's 70 years old. And all of a sudden, this little black punk got his fucking lights put out by this 70-year-old Vietnam vet. Yeah, never fuck with a Vietnam vet. May be old, may not move quite as fast as we used to, and may not be quite as agile. But you're going to have a hell of a problem putting down an old fucking veteran. But dude, you're almost 70 years old and got a YouTube account. Yep, I sure do. Specifically for assholes like you that ain't got a fucking clue about reality in life and what goes on and the way things should be. Yeah, I got a YouTube account to tell smacked asses like you, wake the fuck up and smell the goddamn coffee. Your country is being subverted. The morals of the country are being eroded daily. Politics, sex, religion, racism, you name it. Yeah, I know all about it, motherfucker. I've been watching it since 1946 to now. I plan on being around at least another 10 or 20 years. And if I'm 84 years old, I'll still have a fucking YouTube account if YouTube still exists. Just to piss you off. Have a great New Year's Day. The Ugly Trucker said so. Bye-bye.